it is time for Salad Tales. Today's story is The Turtle and the Bear.
Once there lived a bear who loved to boast about his life and all of his accomplishments.
He was extremely wealthy and owned lots of fancy things. Multiple sports cars, a few yachts, even a dude ranch with some of the best stallions money can buy.
Wait, the bear owned horses? That's fucked up, man.
It's some type of crazy-ass fantasy world bullshit. Don't think too hard about it.
Right, okay. So one day this bear is out in the forest talking to a crowd of animals about how dope he was and how he's the greatest and best at so many things.
He boasted and bragged for about an hour, but the crowd of forest friends began to grow bored of his lame-ass stories. He was telling the same ones again and again and again.
That's when the bear came up with a wild idea. He decided on the spot to offer a challenge open to anyone daring enough to take it. A race around the world.
Okay, let's cut the bullshit though. They already know who's going to accept the challenge. It's in the goddamn title.
Just then, a wise old sea turtle raised his hand. Finn? Flipper? Raised his flipper and accepted the bear's challenge.
The bear was shocked. He didn't think anyone would take him up on it. Luckily for him, though, it was just an old turtle. Had it been rabbit or something, he would have been totally screwed.
The bear was a cocky son of a bitch, but he was not a cheater. He laid out the rules completely fair and as follows. The race will be 3 legs, the first of which will be by land, the second by sea, and the third by hot air balloon. Cars, yachts, and balloons will be provided, and the last one back to the forest as a rotten egg.
Before everyone knew it, it was race day. The vehicles were prepped and ready. The turtle and bear both arrived at the starting line early to build hype for their sponsors and to do burnouts in the parking lot.
Oh, sick! It seemed as though they were both on their A game, and it was bound to be a close race. The time came for them to pull up to the starting line, and the forest was filled with anticipation.
And they were off. Pedals to the metals, baby. Now the turtle wasn't expecting much in the first leg of the race on land, but he knew that he would have the bear to beat on the second leg on sea.
What the turtle didn't know, though, was the bear stupidly decided to use Apple Maps as directions and accidentally hit avoid highways, so that he was totally fucking lost within 20 minutes of the race beginning.
Turtle used Waze, which showed him the absolute shortest and fastest route possible, giving him a massive lead over the bear. In no time at all, the turtle had crossed the entire continent and was ready to take on the sea portion of the race.
But when he arrived there, he made a startling realization. Sure, he knew the sea like the back of his hand. Flipper, but he only ever swam it. He had no idea how to navigate from the surface, nonetheless pilot a yacht.
By the time the old turtle had figured out how to turn the damn engine on, the bear had caught up and was hopping aboard his own yacht to start the leg numero uno.
Being as wise as we say he is, the turtle made a quick decision. He stealthily jumped ship onto the bear's yacht just as it sped by his.
There, he found refuge in the cigar lounge. While the overconfident bear focused on the race, the wise old turtle smoked out a few of one of his fatty Cubans and yanked one out in the shower.
The second leg of the race took all night, and the bear was exhausted from piloting the yacht. He needed to rest, so he checked his tracking device to see where the yacht he loaned the old turtle was.
When he saw that the boat was still at the start of the second leg, he assumed the turtle had decided to stick to his old ways and swim the distance. He laughed to himself and decided to take a nap, thinking the old turtle would never catch up to this point.
Of course he's wrong, though. Told ya, cocky son of a bitch.
The turtle waited for the bear to fall asleep, then snuck past, making a break for the hot air balloon that was left for him.
Eventually, the bear awoke to see only one balloon, sitting at the starting leg of number 3. His stomach sank. He knew that the turtle had passed him and was probably nearing the finish line.
So sadly, he jumped in his balloon and made his way back to the forest as quickly as he could.
But sure enough, when he arrived back to the forest, he saw a parade in the honor of the old sea turtle. He had lost a race, and worse than that, he knew that he had to be transformed into an egg by the town wizard.
A rotten egg, that is! And everyone knows that all rotten eggs are banished to sit on a wall for the rest of their days, awaiting for their impending doom of all the falling from that wall and breaking into so many thousands of pieces that all the king's horses and all the king's men can never put them back together again.
And everyone else lived happily ever after.
The end.